Taves, who tried to put it out to the line, and this goes equidistant between DeHaan and Jones and tumbles down ice into the Hawk end. DeHaan carrying behind the Hawk net, hits the brakes, then passing ahead at center ice to Hagel. Knocked down by Shea, who then takes the puck deep into the Hurricane zone. Passing up the left wing side, Martin Necas front of the penalty boxes at center ice to Andrei Svechnikov, and he'll flip it through the air down into the Hawk zone. Calvin DeHaan to get it. Put it up the left wing, Carpenter center ice to Jones coming by. To Hagel over the Hurricane line left wing. Tried to kick the puck to the corner. The Canes get it back on a 2-on-1 led by Trocheck. Over the Hawk line, right wing to the circle. Tried to put it across. Great play made by Gustafsson as he laid down on his belly and put the shaft of his stick down in front of him to stop that Trocheck pass. He got back up and then cleared it ahead, and the puck deflects down into the Hurricane zone.
Did we not just talk to him about how he's trying to elevate his defensive play? Well, right there, what a play on a dead 2-on-1, able to get his stick on there and break it up.
Now here's Fleury diving on the loose puck to the right of the Hawk crease. It had ricocheted out of the near corner. He'll glove it and hold it. Face off, circle to his right.
You know, and we just had kind of talked about this really off air about how the Hawks have really elevated and frustrated Carolina, not giving them these plays. What happened on that play is when the puck went up, Seth Jones passed it, and then he went. The one thing, when you see that as you're the third forward, you got to kind of look around, survey it, get out of there, back off, and be that, take his spot. I think it was Ryan Carpenter that failed on that one, but
Hardman steals the puck to Kirichev, put it across the ring, and he scores! Second goal of the night for the Cat. That's number 6 on the season and his third this season against Carolina. It's 3-1 Hawks with 11:36 left in period 2.
Excuse me for talking. Nice play by the rookie. Mike Hardman blocks the shot, then out competes the defense for the puck, drops it to Kirichev, who on his backhand, kind of a no-look pass from his right to left to Alex DeBrincat, who is wide open for a empty net one-timer, and number 12 is not going to miss that one, folks. And the Hawks have a 2-goal lead, 3-1.
So it's DeBrincat from Kirichev, and the guy you were talking about, Mike Hardman, making the play. 3-1 Hawks, and now as Lawrence gets to a pass next to the Hawk net, got away a backhand shot. It's gloved out of the air by Marc-Andre Fleury, and he'll hold it. Face-off, circle to his left.
Wow, Hardman really made a great play there, blocking the shot, then hustling ahead, putting the pressure on the defenseman to make a play. He lost the puck. Hardman gets it to Kirichev. Oh, my God, what a beautiful play. Kirichev just knows who the shooter is in this scenario, and Alex DeBrincat got an empty net. I mean, if he ain't going to miss that one, his eyes had to be lighting up on that one.
I have been so impressed with young Phillip Kirichev. The little things that he does, the little plays, the smart heads-up plays he makes all the guys on the ice better players.
Yeah, you know, and they sat him down for a game, and sometimes it's good for a young guy to watch a game and see it. You know, things aren't that easy out there, but watching and observing a game, and it seems like he's elevated since that happened.
Here's Seth Jarvis into the Hawk zone, down the left wing toward the corner, tried a sharp angle shot. It deflects behind the net. Riley Stillman pokes the puck free. And then Stepan misplayed it over the Hawk blue line to center ice. Here's Kirby Dach with the puck. Racing into the Hurricane zone, down the left wing to the corner, working against Derek Stepan, who extricates the puck and backhands it behind the Canes net to the near corner. Jacob Slavin with a pass up the left wing for Lawrence. Off his stick and down behind the Hawk net. Fleury plays it around. Left wing side to Dominic Kubalik, and he'll flip it in behind the Hawk net to Riley Stillman. He'll stop and have a look as the Hawks assemble for their breakout.
Yeah, good poise there. Didn't rush things. The Carolina went for a change. The Hawks had a little time, and Stillman, little poise there. Good job by the young 61.
Now Stahl kept the puck inside the Hawk zone left point, put it down to Svechnikov, and from the left wing corner, he spins it through the air behind the Hawk net to the right corner. Foss got it there to Svechnikov, put it in front for Stahl. Loose puck jabbed out there by Foss. Turned out of there with a good defensive play by McCabe, and then Doc fires it to the line, kept in by the Canes. There's a shot from Foss from the slot, turned out of there by Fleury. And in the far circle Hawk zone, Stillman clears it past the point man Foss. This will go down, and we're going to get icing against the Hawks. And I dispute this call.
Yeah, absolutely.
This face-off should come to center ice, in my opinion.
I'm not quite. The only thing I could think of, John, that he didn't see, maybe the defenseman's body was blocking the path, but that puck was clearly bounced on the guy's stick and then went down the ice. I'm not quite sure. He's not asking for help. The Hawks kind of, like letting it go by at least on the bench. But yeah, I am 100% in agreement with you on that not being an icing.
Well, the draw is going to be in the circle to the right of Fleury. The Canes had just applied good pressure in the Hawks and the Hawks were able to keep them at bay. Kirby Dach facing off against Sebastian Aho. Dach had won the draw, but the Canes hustle and get the puck. Martinook from the left wing boards. Put the puck left wing corner to Aho, then to the left wing boards to Teravainen, who shot it in front of the Hawk net away to the far corner. Sebastian Aho's got it. Right wing circle now. Here's Aho turning, flipping it to the right corner. Teravainen shot it across the rink. Deflects over to Kane. He'll backhand the puck through the air out to center ice. Down to the Hurricane blue line. D'Angelo there. Quick pass up ice to Bear. Poked it into the Hawk zone. Diving play there by McCabe to knock it behind the net. And now the puck's out in front. Martinook will sweep it away to the right point to himself. Then backhand it down the shelf in behind the Hawk net. Away it goes to the near corner to Kane. And then Kane was jostled off the puck. Aho took it, firing from the left corner. Punched out of there with a glove from McCabe. Puck ends up at the right point to Brady Shea. Put it down to the right wing corner, Sebastian Aho. Working against Jake McCabe. Aho took it top of the right circle, leaves it for D'Angelo. He carried toward the corner and fired. And that's blocked in behind the net. Kirby Dach will skate the puck out to the center ice red stripe, and clear it down ice into the Hurricane zone, enabling the Hawks a line change.
Yeah, the Canes are coming now. The Hawks have kind of got to brace themselves, try to get the puck back in the offensive zone, slow these Hurricanes down. They've had a couple good pressure shifts as they come.
Trocheck carries into the Hawk zone. That play looked offside. The trailing Hurricane player was straddling the blue line, and it looked like his foot dragged into the zone. So if they score, we'll see we get a review. Here's Natchez putting it into the right circle, and a shot there from Pesce is turned wide by Murphy. And then Murphy clears it ahead to Carpenter. He chips the puck down ice into the Hurricane zone. Hagel got to it first. Pokes it behind the Hurricane net to the far corner to Carpenter. He flipped it back in behind. Slavin was able to keep it away from Hagel. Moving it out now to Kotkaniemi to Pesce over the Hawk line. He'll put it over to the right circle. Trocheck fires, and a chest save made by Fleury. And then Trocheck goes for a tumble in behind the Hawk net. Connor Murphy didn't like the fact that he bumped Fleury on the way through. Then Murphy is right in Vincent Trocheck's face. You can see him down there jawing at one another. And you got about 8 hockey players and 2 linesmen standing against the end boards in the Hawk zone, and the linesmen have now intervened. We'll see if we get some penalties. 7:57 left in period number 2. It's 3-1 in favor of the Hawks. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Hey, it's Steve Bertrand. Catch me weekdays at 4 o'clock on Chicago's Afternoon News.
At Nathan's Famous, we're all about getting along famously and believe that anyone and anything can get along over one of our famous beef franks, including the musical genres of rap, country, disco, and spoken word.
Whether you're Chicago style or Texas style, mustard or ketchup, a city guy or country guy, with Nathan's Famous Premium Beef Franks, we know you'll get along famously.
See? Nathan's. Get along famously.
Meet Caitlin and Adrian, a just-married couple that loves each other almost as much as I love windows. As a dedicated Pella window and door replacement advisor, I help guide them through our quality options and decide on the right choice for their style and budget.
Right now, you can elevate the look of your home with special offers from Pella Indianapolis. Visit PellaIndianapolis.com/radio to learn more.
Get up to $210 off a set of 4 tires after rebate at Bell Tire's one-day Sunday sale. But it's just one day, Sunday, October 24th. Plus, get tires as low as $45 after rebate. Get up to $210 off 4 tires at Bell Tire's one-day Sunday sale, October 24th only. Get the lowest tire price period and get up to $210 off at Bell Tire. Buy and schedule online, spend less time in store. See store or belltire.com for details. Installation at a later date.
Power a house full of devices with the fastest Wi-Fi, only from Xfinity. Now through October 31st, ask how to get a special offer of $300 back when you get gig speed internet. Or get started with up to 50 megabits per second download speed for $20 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and auto-pay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. New performance starter internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Gig Wi-Fi requires gig internet and X-Fi gateway. Actual speeds vary.
We're back at the United Center, folks. The Blackhawks with a 3-1 lead over the Carolina Hurricanes. 7:57 to go in the second period. Getting a neutral zone face-off here. There was a bit of a scrum in front. Trocheck kind of, I don't want to say, he kind of tossed Murphy over on the top of Fleury, and then he kind of barreled over, and you're just lucky that nobody's skate kind of stepped on Fleury as they came over the top. Dangerous play. I'm sure Trocheck wasn't trying to step on anybody, but once you get up in the air, you're kind of caught in no man's land, and you're just trying to fall softly.
We get an offside for the Hawks at the Carolina blue line. They'll face it off just outside the Canes line at center ice. Hawks, by the way, going from our right to our left on your broadcast dial. Or escape to F12 if you're
clockwise, kind of. On the right,
Sorry?
So right to left? Or
going this way to that way.
Going
left to right.
Okay.
All right. Here's DeBrincat with the puck along the right side boards of the Hurricane zone. Spins it down behind the net. Mackenzie Entwistle walks out in front and could not get a clean shot away. DeBrincat scrapes it back to the left point. Gustafson fires it toward the net. The flex on goal. Turned out with a pad from Anderson. DeBrincat got the puck back now along the left boards. Fed it high slot Jones. It's a bouncing puck, but he'll fire. And Stepan hit one knee to block that. Look out. Here's Gustafson racing back toward the Hawk net. Seth Jarvis on a breakaway over the Hawk line. Dinks and shoots. He scores. He actually lost control of the puck on one of his dekes, did Jarvis. And he beats Marc-Andre Fleury for the goal. And the Hurricanes now climb back to within a goal of the Hawks. That's Jarvis's first goal on the season. And it makes it 3-2. And for Seth Jarvis, that's also his first goal in the National Hockey League.
Yeah, big moment for that young rookie, 24. Jarvis looked like Gustafson was trying to go for that puck and realized he couldn't get to it. And then Jarvis had the break. And as Gustafson got a stick on Jarvis, Jarvis loses the puck. And Fleury's expecting a shot, so his legs kind of open up. And the puck just kind of shuffles right through him without a shot actually ever being taken place. As Jarvis goes, trying to take the puck to his backhand. Instead, he whiffs on it as he goes to his backhand. Fleury opens up his legs, and the puck just kind of slides through like shuffleboard. And unfortunately for the Hawks, Carolina is able to get back into this hockey game.
So for Jarvis, that's his first National Hockey League goal at 12:50 of period number 2. Makes it 3-2 in favor of the Hawks. Here's Jordan Stahl into the Hawks' own left wing side. Svechnikov in the slot. Fans on a shot, and the Hawks catch some good fortune there. Kane took the puck into the far corner. Was hit by Jesper Fast. Then Svechnikov takes it, put it to the line. Pesce long wrist shot, blocked by Murphy between the circles. Murphy then grabs the puck and backhands it off the boards deep into the Hurricane zone. Pesce carries behind the net. And now Pesce draws a penalty. We're going to get a hooking call to Kirby Dach. 6:25 left in the second period. Danger time for the Hawks. They lead 3-2. They're going to need a big penalty kill right here.
Yeah, Hawks got to be careful, not just with that.
Number 77, minor penalty for hooking.
Not just with that, John, but that's another one right there where Connor Murphy pinches on a 50-50 puck. Jordan Stahl's able to chip it around him, and they get a 3-on-2. Murphy's able to get back to make it a 3-on-3, but Carolina's defenseman. And, Coach Carlton talked about F1 and F2 beating their men back up the ice. The Hawks got to get back on that trail. Like you said before, the Hawks were doing a good job of stymieing and maybe slowing down the Hurricanes and not giving up those odd man rushes. And now they will go on and try to really slow it down by killing this penalty off.
Well, off the draw, the Hawks had controlled. McCabe from behind the net fired it around the left sideboards, but not out. Kept in by the Canes. Here's Aho in the slot. Fired one over top of the net. Caught by Teravainen along the left boards to Svechnikov. He'll fire from the top of the left circle wide. Banks out of the corner. Carpenter leads Taves to center ice. Back to Carpenter over the Hurricane line. Short-handed left wing. Put it in front for Taves. And it's over his stick. Kicked out of there by Anderson anyway. Trocheck carries to his blue line. Drops the puck back into the Kane zone to Aho. Then to DeAngelo through center ice. He had a Gordie Howe hat trick against the Hawks down in Carolina. Flips it behind the net. Aho moves it around. Here's Trocheck at the line, deep slot to Svechnikov along the left boards to Trocheck in the high slot to Teravainen. Give and go to Trocheck. Fires a shot. Turned out of there by Fleury with the blocker. Teravainen got it back, right corner to Aho beside the net and in behind. And now to Teravainen, right corner again. To Fast, right point. Actually, DeAngelo. Now to the left circle, Svechnikov rolls it in on goal, and a pad save made by Fleury. And now here's D'Angelo with the puck with 40 seconds on the Canes power play. D'Angelo to the right wing corner. To Teravainen beside the net below the goal line, then back over to D'Angelo beside the right circle. Out to the line, Svechnikov to Trocheck in the left circle. Here's Trocheck to Svechnikov, left point to D'Angelo, top of the right circle. Guns a shot toward the net, deflects in behind. Murphy went to play it, got it to McCabe. McCabe in the far corner, chips it up the left wing boards. Hagel's got it, and he'll carry. Through center ice and over the Hurricane line, down the left wing, stopping along the half boards. He makes the smart play by pitching it down in behind the Hurricane net. 10 seconds left on the Canes power play. They're in their last rush. Pesce put it ahead. Martin Necas over the Hawk line. Stripped of the puck by Seth Jones, who whacks it away to the corner as the Hawks come to full strength. Here's Necas in the left corner. Put it out to the left point. Picked off by Kirby Dach. Leads a 3-on-2 odd man rush through center. Over the Hurricane line at the right point. Spins it across for DeBrincat. This is picked off by the back-checking Kaniemi. Back through center ice and over the Hawk line. Right wing. Fed the left circle. Cole fires. Blocker save made by Fleury. DeBrincat with a puck near corner Hawk zone. He'll navigate out to center ice. DeBrincat through center. Over the Hurricane line. Drops it to Patrick Kane, right point. Put it down to the right corner to DeBrincat. Slaps the puck behind the Hurricane net. Rolls up the far side. Kept in by Kane near the left point. Flings it in on goal. Glove save made by Anderson, and he'll hold the puck. Well, mission accomplished on the penalty kill. Hawks retain the lead at 3-2 with 3:46 left in the second. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
And now it's Geico's Motorcycle Rules of the Road. Before you ride, make sure your mirrors are clean and adjusted properly. And if you're going on a group ride, make sure the lead biker knows where they're going.
Ed, quick question. Where are you taking us?
Oh, I have no idea. Well, am I the leader? Because I was following that dude with the red helmet. Where is he?
And the rule to saving on motorcycle insurance is, in 15 minutes, Geico could save you 15% or more.
That's the sound of one of my favorite customers ever. His name's Jeremy. His dad Frank called me when it was time to replace their drafty old windows and to take advantage of our limited time sale. As a dedicated Pella advisor, I make getting new windows and doors simple, and when it comes to installation, nobody does it like Pella. Our local team can typically install in just a day.
Right now, you can elevate the look of your home with special offers from Pella Indianapolis. Visit PellaIndianapolis.com/radio to learn more.
Black Friday starts now at JCPenney. And this Friday through Sunday, shop early and save with thousands of new Black Friday deals while they last. Sparkle everyone's stocking with up to 75% off all fine jewelry. Plus, stock up on Home Expressions bath towels, now only $2.99 each. These deals and many more end Sunday. Happy Black Friday, JCPenney. Offers valid on select items 11/5 to 11/7. Exclusions apply. See store or jcp.com for details.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago.
Back at the UC, 3:46 left in the second. 3-2 Hawks, and I wanted to kind of help the fans out for maybe the ones that don't know. John Weidman mentioned Tony D'Angelo had a Gordie Howe hat trick last game against the Hawks. That is a composition of a goal, an assist, and a fight. And D'Angelo not only had a goal, assist, and a fight, he had 2 assists. So
sure,
he definitely was doing it all for Carolina, and he's also got an assist tonight. So 77 for them and 88 for us are extremely hot.
Absolutely. Now puck turned over in the high slot Hawk zone. Stahl fires wide of the Hawk net. Loose puck into the near corner Hawk zone. Seth Jones will spin it up the near side. Patrick Kane working against Big Ian Cole. He is a big dude. Cole's about 220, 6 foot tall. Built like a fire plug. Svechnikov walks it from the left corner toward the Hawk net along the goal line and tried to jam one in the short side. Fleury slams the door, and then we get a little pile up to the right of the net. And a bunch of hockey players talking it over. Paul, this could very easily, in my opinion, if this series were to go longer than 2 games of a season, I think the way these two teams have gone at it in the games, this could easily turn into a pretty good rivalry. With some nastiness.
Well, and think about that. Last year, you had the rare year where they're in the same division playing 8 times. Then you couple that with the fact they just played Friday night. You had an injury to Tyler Johnson on what you would say is a relatively kind of cheap shot. You had the fight with D'Angelo and Reese Johnson at the end of that game. And, you know, the Hawks have some pride. They got kind of 6-3 beating the doors off them a little bit. in that game, and the Hawks want to answer back. They're up 3-2, but they're also not going to take any of that physical presence from the Hurricanes. I'd like to see that little bite coming back.
You'd like to see the guys sticking up for each other, too, especially earlier in the season. I think that bonds a team. I think it really brings it together.
Absolutely.
Here's DeBrincat to center ice, snapping the puck down the glass in behind the Hurricane net, rolls up the near side to Martinook. He'll pass ahead of the Hawk line. Seth Jones sent it back to center ice in front of the penalty boxes. Martinook will spin it back down in behind the Hawk net off the boards. DeBrincat outlets to Seth Jones, still looking for his first Blackhawk goal. Jones to center ice, backhands it through the air and down in behind the Hurricane net. And Hardman was on the back of Brady Shea there, could have drawn a penalty. Hardman now from the left wing boards will flip it down behind the Hurricane net, around into the right wing corner to Phillip Kirichev. Send it back down to the corner for Kubalik. He had run into Sebastian Aho. Now the puck poked free just at the Hurricane line. Jordan Martinook's got it there, and he'll backhand it down the right side boards and in behind the Hawk net. Fleury's tapping it there for Eric Gustafson. Carries out, gave the puck to Connor Murphy against the right boards to Patrick Kane to center ice. He lost it at the Hurricane line to Trocheck. Quick pass, Natchez over the Hawk line. Near the top of the left circle, guns it toward the net. Blocked in front. Murphy will spin it out to center ice, and the Canes get it back. Slavin immediately firing it right down the left wing boards. Back in behind the Hawk net. Fleury plays it over to Murphy. Tried to clear it out. Kept in by the Canes. Here's Kotkaniemi. Put it beside the net for Natchez. He mishandled the puck into the far corner. Kane flips it to the line. Ethan Bear gloves it, drops it to a second, then lost it to Kane. Kane back through center ice. Over the Hurricane line on the right wing. Little backhanded saucer pass across to the left wing corner. Kirby Dach wins the battle for the puck along the left wing boards. Had it scraped off his stick, but right to Stillman, and from the left point, he guns it in on goal, and a glove save made by Anderson. We get a whistle, 1:28 left in the second period, 3-2 Hawks. And I go back to the point I made at the conclusion of the first period. This is a very hard game to describe because the Blackhawks are staying with all of their checks. There's no free movement out there.
Right, when they do that, when they're not, in one part where Carolina got a little flow was when the Hawks were pinching or not covering for their D. And that was what had kind of hurt them in that losing streak, was not covering for each other a little bit. They're doing a way better job of that on a consistent basis. It's going to happen once in a while in a hockey game, but the Hawks are being way more consistent right now.
Now Entwistle taking the puck, and he'll move out of the Hawk zone, right wing to center ice. Nudges it off the boards to the right wing corner, Hurricane zone. DeBrincat gave it a poke. Entwistle got it back in the right corner. Here's Entwistle with it along the right boards. Put it down to the corner, Jujar Kara. Kara battling against Brady Shea. Flings it high slot, Stillman. Tried to move it over to Entwistle in the left circle. And that is broken up there by one of the Canes. And we get a whistle as the puck is knocked out of the air with a high stick. So now 49 seconds left in period number 2. Still 3-2 Hawks.
Yeah, I kind of looking at the bench. I'm not sure if we're missing anybody. But I'm seeing Alex DeBrincat go, maybe getting double shifted right now. He's been playing a little bit on the fourth line with Kara and Entwistle. I'm not sure if Reese Johnson is on the bench. I'm trying to look for him. He's on there, but right now, Alex DeBrincat is going, looks like he's in the double shift mode. And why not? He's hot.
Absolutely. Now DeHaan fires the puck off the left corner boards, Hurricane zone, bounces back to center. Here are the Hurricanes, fast into the Hawk zone from the right circle, tried to center, picked off by Taves, who got it ahead to Kurashev at center ice. Actually, Hagel had it knocked off his stick into the Hawk zone. Quick pass by Jones up the right wing to Taves, off his stick and down, and icing is called against the Hawks.
I mean, sorry to interrupt you, but this can't be it's so funny. Every time I look up, Taves and Stahl are like connected one way or another in that scrum. They were holding each other on that back check. Jonathan Taves gets back and makes a really nice play, or they would have a 2-on-1. It's like, hey, you're going to get drafted next to each other 15 years ago. You're going to stick with each other for good when we're on the ice together.
They're practically joined at the hip. Here's Slavin with a shot from the left point off the draw. Tipped wide by Aho, and then the Hawks catch a break as Aho passed the puck out, rolled over the line to center ice. And now Martinook will one-hand it down to the left wing corner Hawk zone. DeHaan plays it to Jones, who'll carry behind the net. Send it around the left side. Hagel will poke it down ice into the Hurricane end. Slavin's got it as the period ends. Well, the Blackhawks will take a 3-2 lead into the dressing rooms after 2 minutes of play. They've been outshot by Carolina 25-18. But second period goals off the sticks of Kane and DeBrincat. Kane's got one from Jarvis. But the 2 goals by the Hawks, Kane and DeBrincat, have seen to this lead. And the question now is, can they hang on to this lead and put the first loss of any kind on
Maybe
the Hurricanes by the end of the night?
Yeah, the way they're playing, I say absolutely. And hey, why not extend that lead too, by the way? But yes, for the most part, and like I just said, it's kind of repeating myself, but this team, Carolina's going to come. They're going to create their chances. But if you can minimize those chances, it just keeps your opportunity to win this game more and more. We'll see how this third period goes also, John, because if the Hawks keep the lead, at some point Carolina's going to have to be a little more aggressive, maybe get their D a little more into the play, which could cause possibly some odd man rushes the other way and opportunities for the Hawks.
And by the way, Frederik Andersen, the goaltender for the Carolina Hurricanes, he's been tested, but not really like the Hawks can test a goaltender if they can get it going. So maybe a little more heat on the Carolina goal can make a huge difference too.
Yeah, they haven't put a ton of grade A chances on there, which, hey, a good sign. You've got 3 goals, and you haven't had a lot of great opportunities. But in past games, they were having a ton of grade A chances and weren't getting any goals. So we've talked about it 100 times how things kind of just work out. Everything seems to even out. Sorry, I'm saying it the wrong way, but yeah. One game you have a ton of chances, you don't get any goals. The next time you score on almost every chance you have. It's just the way funny hockey can happen.
All right, let's head downstairs and join our guest. It's Mackenzie Entwistle. Mackenzie, thank you for joining us. John Weideman along with Paul Caponegri for Blackhawks Radio. When you were told that you had made the Blackhawks team, was your role defined for you at that moment, or is that kind of an evolving thing for you?
Well, you know what? Obviously, we got a lot of high-end guys, a lot of guys that can score goals, put the puck in the net, guys like Kane or Taser, Brinksy. So, for me coming into camp, the only thing I want to do is just work hard. And, my game is strictly, big power forward that plays down low, try to get some energy for the guys and is good on the kill.
You read my mind. I was just about to ask you about the penalty kill. It's been really good. You've elevated on there and got some time. What do you think the biggest reason in your mind is right now the penalty kill's been so successful? You
know what? We're all just, we're doing what Brookie tells us to do, and we got a good pre-scout before the game on what these power plays are doing. So, it's just up to us to go out there and as a 4-man unit outwork their top guys on the power play, and I think we've been doing that. We got a good mindset, so look to keep going in the third here.
Mackenzie, let's talk about that third period, because you played in the game down in Carolina against the Hurricanes, and now you're playing them again here 6 days later at the United Center. You kind of know what you're facing against this Carolina team, but you haven't seen a situation where they are facing a deficit, and you know they're going to come hard at you at the third. What thoughts do you have?
Yeah, you know what? They're obviously a good team. They got a lot of offensive power. Obviously, they haven't lost a game yet, so we know they're going to be coming out hard. I think for us, we just got to stick to our game plan, play as a 5-man unit. You know what? Each guy's got a couple more shifts in them, and we just got to win them. That's the mindset. Win your shift and 20 hard, and we got to win.
Mackenzie, what's life been like for you? As you're getting into your first full-time NHL season, personally and on and off the ice. What has life been for you, getting this full NHL experience going for yourself?
Yeah, you know what? It's been fun. It's been a little bit different. Obviously, it's your dream as a kid growing up, trying to make the NHL, and now that I'm here, for me, it's just trying to stay here now. And I've been living with Brandon Hagel for the first couple months here, and lived with him in Rockford in the minors for a couple years, and now I'm with him here. So it's been great. We've had a lot of fun. It's been great getting to know all the coaches and the players, and we're having a blast.
Living the dream in the NHL, aren't we all? Mackenzie, thank you for being our guest here in the Intermission, man. Go get him in the third.
Awesome. Thank you very much, guys.
Thanks you very much. Mackenzie Entwistle, our guest. After 2 periods, it's 3-2 Hawks over the Carolina Hurricanes. Joe Brand is standing by in Blackhawks Central with a full Intermission report. And that all-important third period coming your way on Troy Murray night, unofficially, because he's here, folks. He was in the booth.
So awesome.
3-2 Hawks after 2. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Some say it's impossible to please everyone, but at McAllister's Deli, we beg to differ. Our fresh, made-to-order menu ranges from classics to seasonal flavors. Want 13 layers of flavor? The McAllister's Club. Craving something lighter? A Savannah chopped salad. Can't make up your mind? Don't. Choose 2. And we've got fresh options for our youngest fans, too. Check out the rest of our menu to find your favorites. Order at McAllistersDeli.com or on our app.
More for your money. Andy Moore.
It's a touchdown of savings at Andy Moore Ford. And we're kicking off the season with 0% APR financing on all new 2021 Ford F-150s. We make it easy to find the perfect truck at Indiana's largest Ford dealer for 20 consecutive years. Find your Ford this football season online at AndyMooreFord.com. Stock number T35411. 0 down payment. 72 monthly payments at $13.89 per 1,000 miles. $199 fee excluded. Must finance through Ford Credit Financing. See dealer for full details. Expires 10/4/2021. Based on total rental and car truck sales. Report on new Fords in Indiana for 2020 for Ford Motor Company.
Veterans, you stepped up for our freedom. You deserve the freedom to move about your home. If you served in a branch of the armed forces, enter for the chance to win a home stair lift with installation from Access Elevator. Visit WGNradio.com/contests.
The beloved fairy tale Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella comes to the Paramount Theater. Enter to win a night out with me, Dean Richards, including a VIP meet and greet and 2 tickets to the show Sunday, November 21st. Visit WGNradio.com/contests.
I'm Adrienne Bankert, host of News Nation's brand new show, Morning in America. It's a morning show that's offering a fresh perspective on the day's stories. Wake up to something good.
Morning in America, weekdays starting at 6 a.m. on News Nation. News Nation is redefining cable news. In its first year, News Nation was named both neutral in bias and most reliable, and is now the fastest growing cable news network in the country. News Nation, news for all America.
For the ones standing guard. For the eagle-eyed. For the knights in shining armor. And for all those who support them. We are Grainger, your experienced safety partner, offering supplies and solutions for every industry, committed to helping keep your facilities safe and your people safer. Call, click Grainger.com/safety, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's time for an intermission update. Here's Joe Brand.
It's been a pretty fun 40 minutes here from the United Center. The Blackhawks lead the undefeated Carolina Hurricanes 3-2 through 2 periods. And they're 20 minutes away from handing Carolina its first loss. It will definitely be tough to finish it off. But the Hawks offense flying fairly hard right now. 2 goals by Alex DeBrincat, 1 by Patrick Kane. And the Hawks on top 3-2. Seth Jarvis picking up a goal by Carolina to get the Carolina Hurricanes back within 1. Taking a look around the hockey landscape, as this is 1 out of 4 games going on in the NHL. The Edmonton Oilers now lead the Nashville Predators 2-1 through 2 periods over in Edmonton. Draisaitl and Yamamoto with goals in that one. Colorado Avalanche get a goal from O'Connor. They lead the Columbus Blue Jackets 1-0. About 10 minutes left in the second period over there, and the Blues and the Kings just started things into the opening minute from L.A. as St. Louis is on the road. Around the hockey world also, as we mentioned earlier, the Stanley Cup has been updated. The Hockey Hall of Fame removed former Blackhawks video coach Brad Aldrich's name from the Stanley Cup. They actually X'd it out, which is what Blackhawks CEO Danny Wirtz had asked to happen for last week after the investigation findings from the Block and Jenner investigation regarding the sexual abuse allegations. The Chicago Bulls fall to the Philadelphia 76ers tonight, 103-98. The Bulls fall to 6-2 with the loss. Philadelphia improves to 6-2 with the win. Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers won't be available for Sunday's game against Kansas City as they're trying to go pick up their 7th straight win. Head coach Matt LaFleur said that Aaron Rodgers is in COVID protocol, but won't state whether or not Rodgers has tested positive or if he is vaccinated. Also, Sidney Crosby, who just made his return to the Pittsburgh Penguins on Saturday, also out due to COVID as well. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll break down the Blackhawks' 2 goals in this second period and the Carolina Hurricanes' lone goal as well. As the Hawks lead the Canes 3-2, we're through 2 periods here at the United Center. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
Steve Bertrand brings you Chicago's afternoon news every weekday 4 till 7.
National Wreaths Across America Day is Saturday, December 18th. You can join in the mission to remember our fallen heroes, honor those who currently serve and their families, and teach younger generations about the value of freedom. A $15 donation to Wreaths Across America sponsors a fresh balsam remembrance wreath. These wreaths have become a symbol of America's respect for those who have served and no longer walk with us. Sponsor a wreath today. Visit www.wreathsacrossamerica.org.
Jake and Christine knew they needed help renovating their dream home. As a Pella advisor, I make sure every step of getting new windows and doors is smooth, including setting you up with our Pella Care Guarantee. It covers everything from product to installation, with some of the strongest warranties in the industry.
Right now, you can elevate the look of your home with special offers from Pella Indianapolis. Visit PellaIndianapolis.com/radio to learn more.
It's beginning to look a lot like road trip season. Make sure your road trip ready checklist includes a free battery test at Advance Auto Parts. If it turns out you need a new battery, the perfect DieHard for you is right there. DieHard is America's most trusted auto battery. It's reliable, durable, and powerful, which is important because your holiday road trip can't start if your car doesn't. DieHard is available at Advance Auto Parts and participating CarQuest locations. See store for details.
3-2 lead for the Blackhawks as they're trying to take down the mighty Carolina Hurricanes through 2 periods. I'm Joe Brand. This is Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN. Hey, don't forget to tune in to tonight's Bitcoin of America Chicago Blackhawks postgame show. After the game, we'll have player and coach interviews, fan reaction, and game analysis as we bring back in Paul Caponigri to break down that second period. A couple of very important goals. You could see how hungry Carolina got as soon as they were down by 2 goals. What's it going to take for this Blackhawks team to stave off this very talented Carolina team for another 20 minutes?
Well, in certain ways, continue a lot of the things they're doing in their zone because they're keeping them to the outside. You know, there were a couple instances where they did have time and they were spending a lot in it, and the Hawks survived it. The keys, though, is to limit those rushes. Mm-hmm. Carolina loves to get in transition or pinch when a D pinches and they chip it by them. They feed off of that stuff. And, you know, you saw that on their goal. So you don't want to play laid back because then Carolina will just be coming. But you got to go at the right times. If it's a 50-50 puck, you're not, stay back. Don't indulge yourself on pinches and make sure the third man is high. We saw that one time Seth Jones gets in the play. He does it often. That means one of the forwards has got to be aware and stay out of the mess. Keep it back because that they created a 2-on-1 in one instance. So for me, it's keep playing forward. Be smart though. Play hard but smart. Keep the pucks going deep. Some of those simple cliches of hockey. That's what it is. But when you're playing a good team like this, that now is. I'm going to say they're desperate, but they do not want their first loss here against the Blackhawks. So they're going to come with all their bullets. The Hawks got to be prepared.
Yeah, absolutely. A lead by even just 1 goal after 2 periods is no walk in the park for the next 20 minutes for what's in store for this team. He's Paul Caponigri, who acknowledged that Alex DeBrincat has been double shifted, but the Cat is on fire right now. He has a couple of goals in this game. Could we see back-to-back nights where the Blackhawks have a hat trick? We'll find out. We're going to take one more break, wrap up this second period for you here on the Blackhawks coverage on 720 WGN.
Arby's Chicken Cheddar Ranch sandwiches are 2 for $6 every day of the week. For some people, just hearing the words ranch and chicken are enough to make them want 2 of them for $6. Well, okay then. Ranch, 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 creamy ranch, cool ranch, ranch. Chicken! 2 for $6.
Arby's, we have the meat.
At participating Arby's for a limited time.
And now, breaking news from migraine sufferer Whoopi Goldberg about Nurtec ODT Rimegepant 75 milligrams.
I got big news. Now Nurtec ODT is the first and only medication proven to treat and prevent migraines. This is big time.
Don't take if allergic to Nurtec ODT. The most common side effects were nausea, stomach pain, and indigestion. For important safety information, prescribing information, and patient information, visit Nurtec.com. Ask your doctor about Nurtec today.
Nurtec, baby.
Did you know that 40% of patients have switched healthcare providers because of a poor digital experience? It's true. For today's healthcare organizations, it's all about delivering seamless, secure patient experiences that drive confidence and loyalty across every app and device. Say so long to passwords. One thumbprint or facial scan is all it takes with Ping Identity. See why identity is the key to effortless experiences that keep patients coming back. Visit pingidentity.com to learn more.
The best wing joints all know they need a buffalo wing and a hot honey wing, sauced and tossed to order. They also know they need a solid crinkle fry and a drive-thru and a signature roast beef and a logo that's a big red hat. And, oh, is that just Arby's? Well then, follow along, wing joints. This is how it's done. Arby's new $5 boneless wings and crinkle fries. Arby's, we have the meat.
At participating Arby's for a limited time.
Bring your pet to Tree Time Christmas Creations in Lake Barrington to meet me, Steve Dale. Saturday, November 13th, 1 to 3. Get advice, pet photos with Santa and Mrs. Claus. A portion of sales goes to Paws Chicago Foundation. Visit WGNradio.com/events.
Period 3. The third period is next. Here for a recap is Joe Brand.
And that second period recap is sponsored by the College of DuPage. Is it time to elevate your career? College of DuPage has a multitude of degrees with classes starting next spring. Visit it'slikecod.com. How about 4 goals for Patrick Kane in his first 2 games back from COVID protocol?
And now Nachos had the puck, lost it at the Hawk line. DeBrincat to Patrick Kane over the Hurricane line, right circle in front for DeBrincat. Tried to get a one-timer away. Good defensive play. Rebound, score! From the left point, Riley Stillman let it rip. And it looked like Kane was crossing in front of the Hurricane net and tipped that one past Anderson. And the Blackhawks have now taken the lead on the Hurricanes at 2-1.
A stretch of 6 points for Patrick Kane in his last 27 minutes and 41 seconds during that span. Later on, Alex DeBrincat lit the lamp again.
Hardman steals the puck to Kershaw, put it across the ring, and he scores! Second goal of the night for the Cat. That's number 6 on the season and his third this season against Carolina. It's 3-1 Hawks with 11:36 left in period 2.
That means he's just 1 goal away from a hat trick. Seth Jarvis had a goal later on for Carolina, and the Hawks hanging on to a 3-2 lead. And, John, you give Curtis Koch some homework. He'll come back with flying colors. Alex DeBrincat has had 4 career hat tricks. His last one, February 18th, 2019. It was a loss against Ottawa, but maybe we'll see back-to-back nights with hat tricks tonight. What do you say?
Yeah, I think it's entirely possible. Great work, Curtis. Thank you very much. Because that's a stat that I don't have right at my fingertips, but Curtis did the legwork, and we appreciate his help tonight and every night that he's been here. Well, all right, Paul, I'm going to put it to you, sir.
Okay.
You're the head coach of the Carolina Hurricanes. What are you going to do to get back in this game?
I think they don't need to change a lot.
Not get back in the game, let's say take the lead.
Yeah, I mean, they feed off of, I mentioned it in the break, they feed off of turnovers and be able to get up in rushes and fast breaks. So they're looking to do that. So they're going to come, they're going to want the Hawks almost like bait them to pinch, right, and create those chances. The Hawks got to, be smart, play hard, play forward, don't want to play back on the heels, but also take care of their end first and work them way back out. But got to watch out for Carolina and their D getting involved even more with the deficit in the third period.
Now let's see who prevails. Slavin intercepts an outlet pass, carries in over the Hawk line. Does Svechnikov put it down in front for Faust? He shoots, he scores. It took the Hurricanes all of 17 seconds to tie the score. You had to know this was coming. And the play was made by Jacob Slavin at center ice. He intercepts a pass that was going to go across the rink. And he fed it ahead into the Hawk zone to Svechnikov at the top of the right circle, who put it in front of the net. And Jesper Faust was able to beat Fleury with a shot just under the glove. We're tied at 3.
Yeah, that's the play, right? Their defense, Slavin, maybe if they're not in the lead there, he doesn't be that aggressive in through the neutral zone, pick a pass off like that, but he comes up, makes a nice play, and that puck just gets through Fleury. Didn't even hit the back of the net, barely slid by him. But the Hawks have to react well here. Like we talked about in the pregame, one of the keys is after a goal scored, what do you do next?
Well, we're going to find out as the play is back in the Hawk zone. Kirby Dach along the left wing boards tried to scoop the puck out, could not. Taken away by Sebastian Aho. Put it into the high slot. Teravainen back to Aho against the boards. Put it back to the point. Ethan Bear will stick it down in behind the Hawk net off the dasher. And now Seth Jones winds it around, but taken back by Aho, right wing boards, and he'll carry back across the rink. Pushed off the puck on the far side by Doc, who leans on Aho to try and get to the puck at the Hurricane line, was held up by Aho, and no penalty call. Here are the Canes the other way. Ethan Bear put it in over the Hawk line to Kotkaniemi, high slot. Sent it over, and Trocheck will fire it across, intending to get that to the back door to Ethan Bear, but the pass sails awry and banks down ice into the Hurricane end. D'Angelo now to Bear to Trocheck in over the Hawk line down the left wing. Lost the puck as it's poke checked away by Murphy to Stillman in the near corner. Stillman working against Martin Necas. Lost the puck and then rides Necas into the boards, and then Stillman knocks it out of midair behind the Hawk net, picked up there by Phillip Kirichev. He'll weave to the right wing side, clears it out of the zone, up the right wing now to Hardman. And at center ice, he'll fire it down the boards and in behind the Hurricane net. Anderson, the goaltender, out to play it in behind. For Necas up the right wing, then a pass ahead at center ice, and Stepan will clear it down into the Hawk zone. Here's Jones, quick pass up the right wing now. Reese Johnson in over the Canes line. A snapshot from the right wing boards is into the glove of the goaltender Anderson, and he'll hold it. 17:57 now remains in the third. We're tied at 3.
That's the play you want to see from Reese Johnson. Back on this line with Entwistle and Kara. Get the puck, use his speed, go wide, get it on net, get something positive flow for the Blackhawks. Carolina Hurricanes have come out smoking here in the first 2 minutes. How do the Hawks react? Got to get that puck. Now you got a 3-3 game, so there's no need to be waiting back in any way. You need that next goal. So forward up here and get the puck back going north in the offensive zone.
Now DeHaan is able to fend off a check from behind there by Svechnikov against the inboards in the Hawk zone. Get the puck up the left wing to Jujar Kara. He'll pass to center ice to Entwistle short of the Hurricane line, and Entwistle will slap the puck down the boards in behind the Hurricane net. And that's played out by Ian Cole to the Hawk blue line. We get a whistle as the Hurricanes are offside on this play. And the faceoff will come out to center ice. This is a point where the Hawks can't deflate themselves or get deflated. Somebody on that bench has got to do some talking and say, boys, we're right in this game. No reason we can't win it. It's a deadlock game.
No, you need a line to step up. I like this to be the Taves, Hagel, Carpenter line. They've been the best Hawks line the last 3 games or so. This is a line that can get the tide back turn into the Hawk zone. They got to get skating, moving the puck. Carolina right now is just buzzing around, getting to all loose pucks.
Ethan Bear from the right point Hawk zone flings the puck off the corner boards. It bounces beside the net. Carpenter now has it. Sent it up the far glass, not out of the zone. Kept in at the left point by Shea. He'll put it down to the left wing corner. Teravainen jostled there by Murphy, and the puck rides free behind the Hawk net, picked up by Taves. Put it up the left wing, Gustafson, then to Carpenter at center ice. Sent it across on the right wing for Hagel, but he was beaten to the puck in the Hurricane zone by Shea. Quick pass up ice. Here's Aho twisting into the right wing corner, Hawk zone. Sets up Bear right point, down to Aho to the right circle. Necas, he shoots, he scores. Oh, Marc-Andre Fleury had made the save with his pads, and the puck trickled back behind him and over the goal line and into the Hawk net. Carolina now leads for the first time in the hockey game. 4-3. This goal scored 3:26 into the third period.
Yeah, Sebastian Aho and Ethan Bear work a little 2-man game along the wall. After the puck goes back to Aho, he finds Necas coming in, and he kind of used the defense as a screen. Tried to go 5-hole in another. It's very similar to the goal that happened before. It just squeezes past Fleury. Fleury was not very happy. Slammed the puck up against the glass after that, and the Hawks need to react here after giving up 2 quick ones in the first 3.5 minutes.
Well, that goal by Martin Necas, and for Martin Necas, that is goal number 2 on the season. Gives the Canes a 4-3 lead as we return to the action. Back deep in the Hurricane zone in the far corner. Doc was ridden off the puck, and now Doc is entangled with Kotkaniemi. And right in front of the referee, who's not making any kind of a call at all, maybe telling him, boys, let's go, let's play. That easily could have been an interference call, but none given. Here are the Canes into the Hawk zone. A shot for the left circle by Kotkaniemi sails over the net, around the glass, and ends up deep in the Hurricane zone near corner. Slavin put the puck into the near corner now. D'Angelo flings it to center ice, taken back by the Hawks. The break it turns into the Hurricane zone with the puck. Gave it a Kane right circle. Sets up Kirichev there. Kirichev to the right corner, tried to leave it for DeBrincat. This is picked off by Derek Stepan, who carries to center ice and dumps the puck, and this deflects up into the Hawks bench. So we get a whistle with 15:27 now left in the third. 4-3 Carolina. They'll face it off over the center ice face-off dot.
Yeah, this becomes even more a fragile moment in the hockey game. You just said at 3-3. Now that Carolina on the board with the lead, your mindset's got to completely change in terms of, your strategy going into the third period was play smart, play defensive. Now all of a sudden you're thinking we need the next goal. We got to be more aggressive and be, maybe we got to get our D up in the play more often. But I think firstly, they got to get the puck in the zone and get a forecheck going against this Carolina defense.
Well, there's Svechnikov with the puck working against Kirichev. Svechnikov from the right wing corner, walks it along the goal line toward the net, and then lost it as he tried to one-hand it in on goal. Hawks were able to clear as DeBrincat steers the puck down ice into the Hurricane zone. Here's Shea with a pass ahead. Deflects off the left wing boards down behind the Hawk net. Fleury out to play it over to Stillman along the left boards Hawk zone. Ahead to McKenzie Entwistle, then to DeBrincat Hurricane line. He sends one over the Hurricane net, hit the end of the glove of Anderson. And now Entwistle coughs up the puck along the far boards in the Hurricane zone to Teravainen. Quick pass up ice, Aho into the Hawk zone right point. Sent it over, and a shot from the left wing corner from Teravainen was blocked out of there by Fleury. The play ends up back at center ice. Martinuk hit in front of the Hawks bench by Entwistle as he dumps the puck down in behind the Hawk net. Fleury then plays the puck, and we're going to get a whistle, and I believe they're going to say this play was offside. So the faceoff will come to center ice, just out of the Hawks zone.
Yeah, the Hawks need something, John. A little juice, a little jam created here. We got the fourth line. Well, we're going to get a change, but they need something here. Get this crowd back in this hockey game. That it's a one-goal hockey game. Yes, you were just up a goal, and you're down one now, but it's still a one-shot game. The Hawks got to think in terms of that. Get pucks to the net on Frederik Andersen. They've been able to get to him. I don't know if he's let up more than 2 goals in a game this year. He's got a 1.29 goals against coming in. So to have 3 already, you've got to feel like you can get to Frederik Andersen again. Got to get pucks to the net on him, create traffic, and get to rebounds.
I think a feeling good Sitco power play might be what the Hawks ordered. We'll find out. Here's Hagel chipping the puck past D'Angelo down to the left wing corner Hurricane zone. Got to it and shot it off the side of the net. Trocheck runs into Carpenter, sends the puck to the line. Murphy fires from the right point. This deflection on goal, and Anderson down with a butterfly save. But just as I asked for it, we're going to get a penalty to the Hurricanes.
Pretty good call there, John.
Yeah.
Did you have an earpiece? Is he got one on in his ear? My goodness.
I guess I'm just clairvoyant. All right. We'll be back with a feeling good Sitco power play after this break. Hawks trail the Hurricanes 4-3. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
We are back, and we are masked. Join me, Dean Richards, for my annual Tree Time Holiday Spectacular Sunday morning show broadcast. Get a 15% Dean's discount Sunday, November 14th, 9 to 1. Tree Time Christmas Creations in Lake Barrington. See WGNradio.com/events.
It came on a night like any other, with power unlike anything else on Earth. Using beyond advanced active ingredients like bicyclopyrrole, Acuron GT post-emergence corn herbicide is here to annihilate tough weeds. Advanced technology, enhanced control. Talk to your Syngenta retailer about Acuron GT. Always read and follow label instructions.
Hi, this is Terry Prince. I'm the Acting Director of the Illinois Department of Veterans Affairs. We're taking the month of November to amplify our support of veterans through Operation Rising Spirit. And we're asking for your help by writing a note of appreciation to a veteran in one of our homes. You can easily do this by visiting our website at veterans.illinois.gov and click on Send a Vet a Message. We've seen how this small gesture brightens their day and lifts the spirits of our veterans.
Meet Caitlin and Adrian, a just married couple that loves each other almost as much as I love windows. As a dedicated Pella window and door replacement advisor, I help guide them through our quality options and decide on the right choice for their style and budget.
Right now, you can elevate the look of your home with special offers from Pella Indianapolis. Visit PellaIndianapolis.com/radio to learn more.
Anna Duplantis, the lady who's working hard to enrich your life, weekdays 1 to 4.
Back at the United Center, 13:54 remaining in the third period. The Blackhawks trailing by a goal now will go on the power play for this just the second time tonight as John kind of acted that into existence.
All right. As it says in the Bible, ask and ye shall receive. And so I asked.
I'm going to ask for a power play goal. How about that? Can I receive that?
You can do that.
Okay.
You don't even need a reason.
Perfect.
All right. There's Seth Jones in front of the Hawk net, carrying up the right side of the Hawk line. Drops the puck back in the Hawk zone to DeBrincat. Kane coming by through center, in over the Hurricane line. He spins it over for DeBrincat. Big Jordan Stahl reaching out with a long stick. Poke checks it to center ice to himself, and then clears it down into the right wing corner Hawk end. Vincent Trocheck in behind the Hawk net. Hustling there with Jonathan Toews. Toews is able to push the puck free to Ryan Carpenter. To Seth Jones between the circles, Hawk end. Put it to center ice to Toews. He waves the puck back into the Hawk zone. Aho got a stick on it, knocking it deep into the Hawk end. Kane flips it up the boards. Nobody there but Jacob Slavin at the left point. Just spin it down in behind the Hawk net. Jones protecting it there. This is effectively milked off about 20 seconds of power play time for the Hawks. Kubalik now enters the Kane zone. Left wing to Kane in front. Kane got away a backhand shot, and it's turned out of there by Anderson. And then Natchez took the puck and clears it down ice. 40 seconds on the power play. Gustafsson to center ice. Turns and flings the puck back into the Hawk zone to Kirichev. He'll pick it up with some speed through center. Firing it off the right corner glass Hurricane zone. Bounces up the boards to Hagel. Works it down to the right wing corner to Kirby Dach. Puck spun around by D'Angelo, not out. Kept in by Kubalik, left point. To Kirichev on the left wing boards. To Hagel, left circle. Put it across to the right circle, and this deflects off of one of the Hurricane players' stick and went over the glass on the far side of the rink.
Yeah, really good play there by Teravainen with his stick, as Hagel was, I think it was Gustafsson coming in from the point, but he had him wide open on the weak side. And Eric Gustafsson, if you're looking for a Hawks defenseman having that shot, you want it to be him, but Teravainen gets his stick in there and deflects it out of play.
Draw to the right of Anderson. Kirichev wins it to Hagel. He's held up, no call. Trocheck, who held up Hagel, blocks a shot from Gustafsson and got to the puck right wing side. Hawks don't put it down in front, and Stahl slaps it wide. 5 seconds on the power play. Hawks will not get another rush. Just Slavin pokes the puck deep into the near corner Hawk end, and now Gustafsson will claim it as the Hurricanes are now back to full strength. So the Hawks 0 for 2 on the Fueling Good Sitco power play. Murphy lifts the puck to the Hurricane line. Brady Shea accidentally plays it to center ice to a Hawk player. That's Kirby Dach. And then Dach racing down into the Hurricane zone. Falls down against the end boards with Shea on top. Loose puck to Jujar Kara, bottom of the left circle. Turns and snaps it off the back of the net. Around it goes to Dach. Spins it right point Murphy. Tried to fling it in deep to the corner. Picked off by the Cane. Shea ahead to Lawrence. And he'll fling it off the left side boards and down behind the Hawk net. Chasing down Murphy in the process. In behind the Hawk net. Puck fished out by Murphy to Riley Stillman, far corner. Fending off a check from Stepan. He put the puck up the boards, and this will bleed over the blue line to center ice. Dach has it there, and he sends the puck off the left side boards into the Hurricane end. Jarvis there for the Hurricanes will flip it back down ice into the Hawk end. Jones became entangled with Stahl, but kept the puck free to Jujar Kara. Kara between the circles. Hawk zone. Passing ahead into the Hurricane zone. Here's Kirichev. Fed it to the slot for Kane. Loose puck now to Seth Jones. He's tied up. Kirichev came along and whacked it down toward the net, and Anderson will plop on it to the left of the net and hold it, and a whistle will stop play. And again, scrambly play. Very difficult to try and describe to you folks. I mean, there's a few things that I'm missing, but I'm doing my best at describing the action. Lots of people whacking at pucks, loose pucks, toppling up into the air, guys reaching for it, knocking it free, and finally the goaltender Anderson settles everything down.
Yeah, Kirichev is really buzzing for the Hawks, and I hope to like to see him get a little more added ice time. He's got a little rocket up his rear end right now, buzzing around for the Hawks.
And here's Shea passing out the center ice to Teravainen on the right wing side. He backhands it down behind the net. Fleury will twist it around at the right wing side. Patrick Kane picks up the puck front of the benches. Carries through center ice over the Hurricane line. Floats it in front for Toews. He guides it on goal. Turned out of there by Anderson, but a penalty will be called. And let's see which one of the Hurricanes is going off for hooking. Hawks are getting another Fueling Good Sitco power play and a chance to tie. What a sweet pass by Kane. Little backhanded saucer pass. Love it.
And Brady Shea.
76, Mario penalty
Hooking. I mean, what Patrick Kane does there, what's so special is he's going full speed with everybody. Then all of a sudden he just hits the brakes, and the defense has to decide, do I go to Kane? Do I stay with my man? And they get stuck in the middle while Taves goes around the backside. Kane floats a puck to him. Taves gets a shot, but he gets hooked a little bit, and the Hawks will go on the power play.
And they control off the draw. DeBrincat along the left wing boards beside the circle. To Kane left point. To Carpenter high slot. To Jones top of the right circle. To Kane high slot. To DeBrincat. Back to Kane for a one-timer. Deflects over to Jones. Jones got it back beside the right circle to Taves. Back in the net. Wrapped it around. Hit the post. DeBrincat fed Kane high slot. To Jones right circle. Fires. Deflects in behind the net. DeBrincat got it back left corner to Kane left point. He'll back skate through the high slot with the puck to the right circle and fire. And that's wide. Puck deflects around into DeBrincat left point. Spins it across the open ice to Kane beside the right circle. Put it down toward the net. Loose puck jabbed out in front there by Carpenter. It's still loose. They battle for it. Kane got to the puck right circle. Put it across for DeBrincat left circle. A diving play by Trocheck to knock it away. DeBrincat got the puck back. Put it to the line to Jones. Pass was in his skates. He tips it over to DeBrincat. Spins it across to Kane along the right boards with 1 minute on the power play. Now, here's DeBrincat left circle. Fans on a shot. He was hurried. He put it out to the high slot for Jones, who had to reach for the pass and misses, and the puck slides down into the Hawk zone. Fleury put it out to DeBrincat, left wing side of center ice. Now to Taves, in over the Hurricane line, right circle to DeBrincat in the slot. He shoots, blocked in front, and the puck taken back by Martin Necas of the Hurricanes. Back through center, put it into the Hawk zone. This deflects to Kubalik, who sheds a check from Necas. And then lost the puck. Here's Aho breaking in shorthanded. Aho in front, shoots, and Fleury scrambles down on his side and got the pad in front of that to knock it away. 20 seconds left on the Hawk power play.
Huge save by Marc-Andre Fleury, stretching out from his left to right. Sebastian Aho, so dangerous in front of the net. Marc-Andre Fleury with the save of the game so far.
Here's Doc flipping it down the right wing side into the Hurricane zone to Brandon Hagel. From behind the net, tried to center the puck, picked off by Jacob Slavin. He'll clear it down, and once again, the Hurricanes have killed off a penalty. They're back at full strength.
Yeah, the Hurricanes blocking shots a couple times. The Hawks had them on the ropes, but they were able to block a couple shots and stay out of trouble.
Doc takes a pass into the Hurricane zone to the left wing corner. Turning away, sets up the high slot. Murphy had trouble with the pass, put it over to Kara. He'll fire from the right circle wide. Loose puck to the left point. Gustafson spins it behind the net. Banks out to Kara, put it out in front. Doc with a one-timer from the slot. Knocked away by Anderson with a right pad. And at the Hawk line now, puck taken away by Hagel. He'll backhand it deep into the Hawk zone to Eric Gustafson. The team's in line changes. Gustafson passing to Jujhar Kara, racing through center ice. In over the Hurricane line. Snaps one in from the top of the right circle. Blocked by Shea. Steppen took the puck for the Hurricanes. Put it ahead to Jarvis at center. Moves it down off the left wing boards and into the corner in the Hawk end. Now Jarvis chasing the puck behind the Hawk net with McCabe. McCabe won the battle for the puck. Here's McCabe with some room in the near corner. Reverses, put it over far corner Stillman. Quick pass up the right side to Kara. And it bleeds off his stick. Taken away by Aho. He'll fire from the line into the glove of Marc-Andre Fleury, who holds the puck in the Hawk crease. 7:09 left in the third. 4-3 in favor of Carolina. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Bob Surratt.
That old DJ is worth listening to.
Bob Surratt, start your day.
The Donlin Report with Joe Donlin.
My job is to facilitate an engaging, informative, entertaining hour of television. We all need to open our minds and consider the answers. Find a way to get to some common ground. That might get back to our whole mission here at News Nation. News for all of America.
The Donlin Report with Joe Donlin. Weeknights at 5 on News Nation, the fastest growing cable news network in America.
Power a house full of devices with the fastest Wi-Fi, only from Xfinity. Now through October 31st, ask how to get a special offer of $300 back when you get gig speed internet. Or get started with up to 50 megabits per second download speed for $20 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. New performance starter internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Gig Wi-Fi requires gig internet and X-Fi gateway. Actual speeds vary.
Chicago Gateway Green has been greening and beautifying Chicago for the past 35 years. Gateway Green is the oak leaf signs on the expressways and 100 gardens covering over 160 acres of roadside landscape that provide cleaner air. Gateway Green has planted thousands of shrubs, perennials, and trees and removed more than 1.5 million pounds of litter from expressways. Help Gateway Green in its mission by becoming an expressway partner and showcase your company to hundreds of thousands of consumers every day. Visit ChicagoGatewayGreen.org.
Face off to the right of Marc-Andre Fleury as we have 7:09 left in the third. The Blackhawks need that tying goal here as they trail 4-3. Face off, like I said, to the right of Marc-Andre Fleury. Jonathan Duhar-Kara on the draw.
I think the boys ought to do what Chelly just told them to do. Break out the Bandito, baby. Let's pick up a Blackhawk goal and have a reason to do that.
Absolutely.
Here's Seth Jones from deep in the Hawk zone. Lifts the puck over everybody and down. Probably should have used, maybe the 60-degree wedge. This goes all the way down.
52 on that one.
What's that?
Might have been a 52. He needed the 60.
Yeah, at least 60. That way you could hit the bottom of the scoreboard and get a whistle.
I get more spin, too, with my 60. He needed that back spin. You just hit it and hope for the best?
I just hit it higher and further into the woods.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Tell anybody who plays golf with me, you're really going to see the course today because you're going to be looking for my ball.
So you're saying we don't want to be in your cart? I want to be in the other cart in the group?
Probably so. Yeah, now in front of the Hawk net, Jesper Foss fired a shot, blocked. D'Angelo follows up with a shot from near the point. That's blocked. Stahl took it back, high slot. Moves the puck left point, Anthony D'Angelo to Brady Shea right point, long wrist shot. Sails over the net, hits the glass. Kirichev with a backhanded chip, spins it down ice into the Hurricane end, enabling the Hawks a line change.
Yeah, the Hawks need to not be surviving in their zone. They need to be flourishing in the offensive zone. Got to get the pucks, got to create some turnovers here. Carolina does not make it easy, but the Hawks got to find a way.
6:10 left on the clock for the third period. 4-3 Carolina. Deep in the Hawks zone far corner. Taves is able to poke the puck free to DeBrincat. It's a wide open Patrick Kane, left wing at center ice, and he tried to toe drag the puck through the skates of Ethan Bear at the Hurricane blue line. Bear kicked it to center ice. Murphy got the puck back front of the benches and fires it down the boards deep into the Hurricane zone. Bear behind the net, got to it. Put the puck around the left wing to Teravainen. The former Hawk lifts it to center ice, where Murphy plays the puck back into the Hawk zone. And Kubalik took it away from Martinook. Over to Murphy, then a pass on the left wing, Gustafsson, then ahead to Taves at center ice. Crossing the Hurricane line, Taves down to the left wing corner. Flips it behind the net. Another penalty coming up. Dominic Kubalik has caught a high stick, and let's see if this is going to be 2 or 4. If Dominic Kubalik is leaking at all, let's see. We don't have a camera at ice level, but he's showing his mouth
looking hard
to the referee, and I think this might be a 4-minute.
There it is.
Sure is.
There's the sign.
Ethan Bear goes off for 4 minutes. It's now or never for the Hawks, who trail 4-3 with 5:26 left in the third. Back with a Fueling Goods Sitco power play when we return. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
That's the sound of one of my favorite customers ever. His name's Jeremy. His dad Frank called me when it was time to replace their drafty old windows and to take advantage of our limited time sale. As a dedicated Pella advisor, I make getting new windows and doors simple, and when it comes to installation, nobody does it like Pella. Our local team can typically install in just a day.
Right now, you can elevate the look of your home with special offers from Pella Indianapolis. Visit PellaIndianapolis.com/radio to learn more.
Imagine a fast food rib sandwich. No, stop! Not that one! Please stop! Now instead, imagine a very real country-style rib sandwich. Smoked pork ribs, Gouda. Whoa! Pretty freaky that you're somehow imagining the exact same rib sandwich Arby's has right now for a limited time. Imagine that. Arby's, we have the meat.
At participating Arby's for a limited time.
With Farmers, you could get savings just for becoming a customer. It's a little extra something. So to tell you about it, we're adding a little extra something to this ad. Precious baby giggles. When you switch to Farmers, you could save an average of $437 on your home insurance. And that's a whole lot of something, baby. Get a quote at farmers.com.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
based on average nationwide annual savings survey data July 2020 to 21. Underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or affiliate. Products not available in every state.
Chicago's very own 720 WGN. When and where you want us.
Power play time for the Chicago Blackhawks. They will go on a 4-minute power play.
Now here's Jones at the line, deep slot, lost the puck, got it back, got it to Kane along the right boards to Taves right corner, to Jones high slot, down to break it, a one-timer from the bottom of the left circle, and he had the side of the net open. He just shanked the shot in behind. Kane took the puck back along the right boards to Jones at the line, did it break it left circle to Kane right circle, tried to fire, blocked by Slavin. Kane got it back in the corner, sticks it behind the Kane's net around to DeBrincat left point. Moves it high slot. Carpenter tried to drop it back to Jones, and this deflects to center ice. Jones back to get it to Ryan Carpenter. To DeBrincat, breaking in over the Hurricane line down the left wing. Moves in and fires a backhander. That's wide. Loose puck now in the right corner. DeBrincat kicks it behind the Hurricane net. Trying to get it to Carpenter. Now DeBrincat goes the other way, pokes it to the far side board. Stahl waiting there for Carolina, and he'll flip it all the way down the ice.
Hurricanes win the battle there. Hawks, Alex DeBrincat had a shot. It was a tough angle, but if he got to all that, I like his chances to get that hat trick and tie the game up for the Hawks.
Doc will lead the rest through center ice over the Hurricane line. Lost the puck to Martin Necas, and he fires it up in the end of the Hawk bench. And this is going to bring the faceoff back down into the Hurricane zone. 2:47 left on the Hawks Feeling Good Sitco power play. This is number 4 on the night. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I interrupted.
No, you finished that. A big break for the Hawks right there. Necas had all day to do whatever he wanted with that puck, and instead of clearing down, he puts it into the Hawks bench, and you get the face-off back in the offensive zone for the Blackhawks.
Now the draw to the right of Anderson. And Brady Shea lost the puck behind the net to Hagel, who then lost it along the far boards to Teravainen, who pokes the puck ahead to Derek Stepan, and he'll pin it off the boards and down into the Hawk end. Fleury stopped at the head of the crease with his stick for Gustafsson, who carries the center, drops it back into the Hawk zone. Kurashev then to Doc over the Hurricane line. The Hagel right point, down to Doc back in the net. Chips it off the glasses, bounces out in front of the net, and Fost tries to paw the puck to center ice. He got it ahead to Teravainen, who will clear it down into the Hawk zone. 2:12 now left on the power play. Gustafsson carries to the Hawk line, drops it down between the circles, Hawk zone to Kane, and he'll carry to center ice, give the puck to DeBrincat, put it in over the Hurricane line. Carpenter right circle to DeBrincat, the side of the net, the right wing side, spins it left point, Taves back to DeBrincat, to Taves left point, to Jones right point, sent it across, picked off by the Hurricanes, look out, a headman pass for Trocheck is too far, out of the net is Fleury to fling it off the far glass. Hawks catch a break there, 1:40 on their power play. At the Hawk line, Kane takes a pass from Jones to DeBrincat. He tried to enter the Hurricane zone, had it poke checked away down ice into the Hawk end. Fleury out to play the puck into the far corner to Seth Jones. Now 1:28 left on the clock for the Hawks power play. Jones out to center ice. Jones over the center ice circle, gave it to Kane. There goes Marc-Andre Fleury to the bench. Now DeBrincat enters the Hurricane zone. Gave it a Taves to DeBrincat, to Kubalik, left circle, put it into the high slot, and a one-time shot by Jones, sails over the net. Hawks with 6 attackers on an empty net. DeBrincat left point, lost the puck, taken away by the Hurricane Slavin. He fires it down wide of the empty Hawk net. 59 seconds now left on the power play. Here's Seth Jones with the puck now between the circles, Hawk end, dropping it off to Kirby Doc. Moves it at center ice to Patrick Kane. Put it in over the line. Left point now to Kubalik, down to Kane. To Doc back in the net. Lost it to the near corner to Slavin. Put it up the boards. Kept in by Kubalik, left point. To Murphy, right point. Fires! Redirects in on goal. And a glove save is made by Anderson. Oh, I had high hopes for that play because you had a couple of Hawks in the vicinity of the front of the Hurricane net. And I believe Hagel tipped this shot. He did.
Really nice look from Connor Murphy. You had Hagel and Doc waiting. Hagel right at the top, at the hash mark. He gets the tip. It goes through Kirby Doc's leg, and Anderson is able to somehow put his glove right on it. Great look from Murphy. Gets his head up, puts it on net. It goes through Kirby Doc. I can't believe that Anderson was able to do that as the Blackhawks are taking time out. But you had Doc waiting there, too, for a rebound. So what a save by Frederik Andersen. Woo.
So Rod Brindamore has called timeout to bring his troops to the bench. and allow them an opportunity to get a little bit of rest for the remaining 36 seconds of their penalty kill. Meanwhile, the Hawks haven't missed a beat over at their bench. We see the dry erase board, and I believe that's Tomas Mattel, who is diagramming some kind of a play. Let's see what the Hawks do.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if the Hawks didn't have to take a timeout yet, that's great. If Carolina did, that gives a chance for the Hawks to get their guys back out on the ice. A 6-on-4 power play right now with the empty net with 36 seconds remaining in the penalty power play and 2:02 in the game. So huge sequence here with the 6-on-4 advantage.
Taves and Stahl on the draw. Taves wins it to Kane, right point. Put it down to Kubalik beside the right circle. Back to Kane, right point again. Carrying through the high slot. Kane holding to Kubalik, right circle. One-timer, and that hits Slavin. Bounces to Taves beside the net. To Doc in the right wing corner. 19 seconds in the power play. Doc spins it behind the net around to the left point. Jones put it down left wing boards to Brinkett. To Kubalik, right circle to Taves. Pokes it to the right point to Kane with 9 seconds on the power play. Kane through the high slot. To Taves, top of the right circle. Jams it in front. Bounces to Jones, left circle with one. Kane's at full strength. Here's Kane with a shot. And a butterfly save made by Anderson, who will plop on the puck at the top of the crease and hold it. A whistle will stop play, and the Hurricanes have killed off all 5 Blackhawk feeling good Sitco power plays here tonight.
Yeah.
And have the lead at 4-3.
You're right, and they've done a terrific job of blocking shots. You could almost see Jacob Slavin's like, I know this one's coming. I'm just going to get big. Patrick Kane at the top of the dot puts it over to Kubalik in his spot. And Dominic Kubalik's the guy you want, along with Alex DeBrincat, to have that one-timer. And Jacob Slavin made the block, and then Kane does a good job getting that last one through. But Frederik Andersen does not leave a rebound waiting, as Hawks had 3 guys surrounding him, but he kept it in tight and did not give up the rebound.
Trocheck and Taves face off, circle to the right of Anderson. Hawks control. Jones at the left point. Try to put it across for Kubalik. Aho got a stick on it, deflecting at the center ice. Kubalik then lost the puck, and along came Patrick Kane to grab it, but we get a whistle on a hand pass. So this is going to force Marc-Andre Fleury to come back out onto the ice surface. I believe
they're talking it over, it looks like. I don't know if they're going to do it. I think they're just going to go for it here.
And I think you're right. 1:12 left on the clock, 4-3 Carolina. And this is Taves and Aho on the draw. On the far side of the rink, you got Kirby Dach battling with one of the Hurricanes. It's Teravainen. As the puck taken by Kane, spins it down the boards behind the Hurricane net. It's just shot around by Slavin. Kept in by the Hawks. Seth Jones at the right point, down to Dach. Now he lost the puck to Teravainen, who sticks it off the glass down into the Hawk end. Patrick Kane racing back to get it. He'll carry behind the empty net and leave the puck back there for Seth Jones. 48 seconds left on the clock. Jones a stretch pass to Patrick Kane over the Hurricane line down the left wing. He shoots, and a shoulder save made by Anderson. Loose puck poked away to Taves in the right wing corner with 37. It's fed out to the high slot now. DeBrincat to Jones, to DeBrincat, high slot again to Taves, top of the right circle to Kane, put it out in front. Kicked out of there by Anderson. Loose puck is poked out to center ice by Slavin. Back to the Hawk line. DeBrincat's got the puck. 20 seconds on the clock. Seth Jones will fire it down the left boards. In behind the Hurricane net around to the right wing corner. Kirichev is there to get it. Lost the puck up the boards to Stepan with 10. Loose puck now tumbles in behind the Hurricane net. Cole scoops it around. Kept in by Gustafsson, right point. Spun it out in front. This is picked off by Slavin. He'll clear it through the air and down. 2 seconds. 1. And the Hurricanes complete the sweep of the series in the season against the Hawks, winning both ends. Tonight they win 4-3. And the Hawks gave it everything they had. They had a 4-minute power play. Got a number of good shots on goal. But the Hurricanes, you have to give them an awful lot of credit. They blocked a lot of shots. They played team defense when it was necessary. Scored the only 2 goals of the frame. And they win this game here tonight 4-3.
Yeah, that's a heartbreaker. You're going You're going into the third period with a lead. You had a 3-1 lead, and go into the third with a 3-2 lead. And you've got all the good vibes, and you're like one period, 120 minutes against one of the top teams in the league. And it really hurts when you give up a goal really early in a period. And it kind of snowballed a little. Carolina then gets a second one, takes the lead. So your mentality going into the third period completely changes in less than a couple minutes into the period. You got to go from, hey, defense first to, oh boy, we need a goal now. And it just completely snowballed it and rolled over into a different mentality. The Hawks just weren't able to get over the hump. You got to give Carolina credit. They did the little things really well at the end of that hockey game, blocking shots and keeping pucks away from Fred Anderson, and then when he did have to make saves, he was making them, and he was not giving up many rebounds.
Well, the Hawks did outshoot the Hurricanes in the third period, 12-7, but for the game, the Hurricanes outshot the Hawks 32-30. The Hurricanes prevailed tonight 4-3. As I mentioned, that is a sweep of the season series. They won in Carolina 6-3. They win here tonight 4-3. With the loss, the Hawks' record now drops to 1-8-2, while with the win, the Hurricanes remain unblemished, 9-0-0. They're only the fourth team in National Hockey League history to shoot out to an undefeated record of 9-0-0. And they've earned it. They're a good hockey team. They won here tonight. They had to come from behind to do it, but they showed why they have that record.
Yeah, I mean, the Hawks did not play a bad game by any stretch of the imagination. You don't want to see them give up 2 goals early in a period, because I'm sure that's all they talked about going in is let's get off to a good start. And it's hard sometimes when something happens like that. Yeah, it can deflate. You got to react well. And, a couple bounces didn't go their way. And then at the other end, they just weren't able to answer the Hurricanes. And you said it. They earned it hard because they blocked shots. They got in lanes. They made some really good defense. Teuvo Teravainen had a really nice defensive game. So they did the little things, and that's a piece of their head coach. Rod Brindamore is a guy that
absolutely
they fight for because he believes in them and they believe in him, and you can see it out there that they're playing hard for him.
Those guys would go through a wall for their head coach. They really would. All right, 4-3 the Hurricanes win. We'll be back to tell you more about it right after we take this break. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago. WGN.
Patients fighting cancer use more blood than patients fighting any other disease, but there simply aren't enough people donating regularly to meet the need. That's why the American Red Cross and the American Cancer Society have partnered to encourage people across the country to give blood to give time. Many cancer patients, especially those undergoing chemotherapy, may need blood during their treatment. Cancer takes so much, but you can help by donating blood or platelets. Visit givebloodtogivetime.org to give now.
Jake and Christine knew they needed help renovating their dream home. As a Pella advisor, I make sure every step of getting new windows and doors is smooth, including setting you up with our Pella Care Guarantee. It covers everything from product to installation with some of the strongest warranties in the industry.
Right now, you can elevate the look of your home with special offers from Pella Indianapolis. Visit PellaIndianapolis.com/radio to learn more.
That's for you. Answer the call from patients who need plasma. Donations are down, so give plasma at a Grifols Center and receive compensation. Visit grifolsplasma.com.
Fall is a season of gathering that brings us together with warmth and color. So whether it's a birthday, anniversary, or a special event, celebrate your friends and family with a gorgeous bouquet from 1-800-Flowers.com. 1-800-Flowers makes it easy to find your reason and brighten someone's day with exclusive offers and great values on bouquets and arrangements. To order today, visit 1-800-Flowers.com/audio. That's 1-800-Flowers.com/audio.
Lou Manfredini helps you around the house Saturday morning starting at 6.
And I highly recommend his show, by the way, Lou Manfredini. I have called Lou a number of times, not on the air, usually just,
that would be interesting.
Off the air. Called him about things I've had to fix in my own house. And folks, he's so good at what he does. So I would encourage all of you to tune him in. I think it's Saturday morning. I'm not exactly sure the exact hour, but Lou has a terrific show, and he's a good-hearted guy. He'll help you with your house. So please listen. Give him a listen. I think you'll like it. John Weideman here along with Paul Caponegri and Joe Brand for Chicago Blackhawks hockey. Our final score tonight, one more time, 4-3 in favor of the Hurricanes. 2 third-period goals, one from Jesper Fast and the game winner from Martin Necas. at 3:26, and that was the one that Marc-Andre Fleury wanted back because he had it stopped with his pads, but the puck just sort of trickled off his pads and slid back into the net. You could see he was disgusted. He was slapping his goal stick. Just a tough kind of a goal to go in if you're Marc-Andre Fleury, and you just have to play hard and get the next one. I guess that's about all you can do. Trying to remember what it was that you didn't do well and try not to do it the next time.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll watch video on that, and it's not his fault that the Blackhawks lost tonight, but I'm sure he's gonna in some way or another think it was his, because that's just kind of he wants, he's just that kind of a team guy. He'll take the blame, but it just really, we can't harp on it enough. It's really giving up a goal in the first 30 seconds of a period when you got the lead going in against a team you're trying to give their first loss is just not obviously how anyone drew it up on the chalkboard. And it's hard sometimes to mentally change your game when you've kind of thought about it all during the intermission, that you've got defense first and all that good stuff, and you got to now all of a sudden spin it to where you need to go in offense and get that tying goal. So back to the drawing board for the Hawks. They got another one Friday, but things to learn from for sure in this hockey game. And
you and I will have the game up in Winnipeg against the Jets, the first of 4 meetings between the Hawks and the Jets. First one takes place up in Winnipeg, as my friend Sergei Harin would say in his Russian dialect.
Get there before the snow?
Yeah, I think it's in the 50s up there.
Ooh, that's like, get to bring my shorts.
I was going to say, people putting on sunblock up there with that. But great job by you, Paul, with the color. We'll do it again up in Winnipeg, and I think you'll love that perspective. You're literally right over the ice.
Love it.
Awesome.
Get me there.
Awesome. Special thanks to our Hall of Fame engineer, Mr. Paul Zarang. Thank you very much, sir. He's a Hall of Famer. Big thanks as well to the hardworking crew at our flagship station tonight, led by Brett Jackson, along with Ben Anderson. Great work, guys. Thanks as well to all of the fans who came down here to the United Center. I don't know what the exact number was. And before I say any more thank yous, Paul has a sheet of paper in his hands and pointing at it, and that means we've got one more bit of business. Go ahead.
Can I go real quick?
Your turn.
Well, the Hawks didn't win tonight, but they had some good performances. And for me, my first choice equipment player of the game is going to be Alex DeBrincat. He had 2 goals tonight, dangerous all over the ice. Really good for the Hawks. Gave him a chance, got him that early goal, and that is sponsored by First Choice Equipment, Chicago's leader for Kubota skid steers, excavators, and track loaders. Visit firstchoiceequipment.com.
All right, thank you, Paul.
You are
Again,
welcome.
thank you to the fans who came down to the United Center. Please drive safely on your way home. We'll see you back here on Sunday night. We say our final thanks of the night for Joe Brand, who got us through Blackhawks Central pregame, through the intermissions. He's going to get you home with the Bitcoin of America Chicago Blackhawks postgame show. Final score one more time was the Hurricanes 4 and the Hawks 3. For everybody I mentioned, I'm John Weideman from the United Center here on Chicago's West Side, saying thanks for tuning in. This has been Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN. Joe's got your postgame show. Let's get it to him right now.
Kirichev took it away, got it to Kane. He shoots, he scores! Patrick Kane!
It's time for the Bitcoin of America Chicago Blackhawks postgame show on the Blackhawks Radio Network.
Go Blackhawks!
Here's Joe Brand.
A game in which the Blackhawks nearly led for 40 minutes, but it's not enough as they fall to the Carolina Hurricanes tonight, 4-3 from the United Center. The Carolina Hurricanes remain the best team in the NHL. They are the hottest team in the NHL. They are the last undefeated team in the National Hockey League. The Carolina Hurricanes are now 9-0-0 as the Blackhawks fall to 1-8-2. I'm Joe Brand. This is the Bitcoin of America Chicago Blackhawks postgame show on 720 WGN. The Blackhawks wrap up their season series with Carolina, and they now fall to 0-2 against the Hurricanes. A much different game than last week when the Blackhawks actually had a couple of leads in that game, too, in Carolina, but a much different game this go-around as the Hawks played pretty sharp, but not sharp enough. And as we head back upstairs and bring in Paul Caponigri up at the United Center, who got a good look at this game. And Paul, like you mentioned, a handful of positives, but I don't think it matters what the Hawks' record was coming into this game. I don't think it matters what the Hawks' record is now. This was a game they felt they could have won, and they could have. And this one was going to sting no matter what shape the team was in heading into it.
Yeah, I mean, you said a lot there, and a lot of it makes sense. And, yeah, it hurts up here. And I just finished talking with John about it. You know, your mentality, you know, just goes for a sweeping change. When you go into the locker room, you've got a 3-2 lead, and you're, you know, thinking, okay, let's play a good, solid, defensive-minded, but keep going north. Period. To 3 minutes later into it, you're thinking, oh, no, we got to completely change our game and go on the offensive-minded thing. Not that they can't do it, but it's such a quick change, and you're doing that against, like you just said, a team that has not lost a game, was 8-0 at the time, you know, and you're thinking, you're having the high hopes of, hey, we got the lead, let's finish this off, and then bang, bang, just like that, it completely changed on you. It's tough to overcome that. The Hawks had their chances, obviously had six or maybe 8 minutes of power play time in the third period, and just Hurricanes did the reason why they were 8-0 before this hockey game is they're not only a skilled, fast team, but they got horses back on the blue line that were blocking shots. And then I mentioned Teuvo Teravainen, and they come back defensively on the forward side too and make it very difficult for you. You know, the Hawks had some chances, and then you back it up with Frederik Andersen, who made a couple great saves. That one save on the Hagel tip, Murphy shot that through like a shot pass to the slot area. Hagel tipped it, and he caught the puck through. It looked like through Kirby Dach's legs. For him to be able to see that through there, it's a pretty good save. And then he was able to hold on to it and not give up a rebound for Dach or Hagel to jump on. So all the elements in the third period led to that Hurricanes win, and the Hawks, you know, got to go back to the drawing board. They're playing another very good hockey team on the road in Winnipeg on Friday night.
In your eyes, was this the best game the Hawks have played this year?
Well, no. I mean, not game. They played really, really good 2 periods, but the third period, it's a 60-minute game, and they played a lot of the third period really well, but that first 5 minutes of the third period, you know, you can't give them that, as their best game because they, you know, give up those 2 goals like that and completely change the game. So, you know, if you're picking nits, and so to speak, you know, last game was their best complete hockey game. Tonight was very good for, I'd probably 50 to 55 minutes. But when you're playing a game against Carolina, you saw the same thing kind of happen in Raleigh on Friday night. You know, the Hawks had the lead 2-1, and they gave up 3 goals in 5.5 minutes, and that was essentially the game. And you can't give good teams stretches where they can get a couple quick goals on you and completely flip the game, and they kind of shut it down. And, you know, the Hawks, a lot of good things out there, but, you know, some frustrating moments like, you know, I've said, giving up a goal in the first 20 seconds of a period when you have the lead is very difficult to handle and overcome.
It was not a frustrating game for Alex DeBrincat tonight. 2 goals. He was 1 shy of his 5th career hat trick. 3 shots on goal, 1 block. He played 22 minutes on the ice, and as we skim through the roster, Patrick Kane played more than him. That was the only other forward. Seth Jones played 25 minutes, so he's another guy that played just a little bit more than Alex DeBrincat. I mean, what type of, I know he's been very solid all year long, but what type of step did he make today?
You know, it's it's special what he can do out there, and man, when they're always dangerous on the ice, that's really good. And most of the night they were. So, you know, keep it going. Keep that part of the game going for you. But man, I just still can't get over what just happened in the third period because things were so good for the Hawks, and it took a couple little plays, and you know, things went in the opposite direction. So I'm still trying to gather my thoughts, so to speak. With the third period and not so much on the individual efforts.
That's Paul Caponigri up at the broadcasting booth at the United Center as the Hawks fall to Carolina tonight. A 4-3 final as the Hurricanes stay undefeated. I mean, what's it going to take for someone to beat Carolina? We'll let you go after this, but what's it going to take to slay this dragon that is the Carolina Hurricanes?
You know, that's a good question. 9-0, they're setting NHL records. I think you gotta do what the Hawks did, get the lead, but then you can't. Not say you got to play a perfect game, but you got to keep the turnovers to a minimum, and then you got to get really good goaltending. I think Marc-Andre Fleury, he played just like the rest of his team did. He played really well for about 50 to 55 minutes. It's just that little spurt in the third period. He's a guy that, he's going to hate those 2 goals going in, because when the puck goes off of him like that and it just trickles, he probably feels like he should have both of those. So he's probably going to tell that to the media. So, I think you got not a perfect game, but you got to get the goaltending and then the power play. Hawks get 1 power play goal. This game at the minimum is a tie game, and they're going to overtime. So special teams has been great. They're 4th in the penalty kill, 4th in the power play. The Hawks has been really good on the special teams too, but they weren't able to get over that hump tonight. Nobody did. No power play goals in this game. So both sides on the special teams were good on the penalty kill. But to beat the Carolina Hurricanes, it's one of those cliches. Good 5-on-5 play, good special teams, and you could say timely saves. That's a little different. Get that timely
that makes
save
sense.
at the right moment. Get that. It might not have felt like that would have been a timely save 17 seconds into the third period, but there's so much time left in the third, but you don't let that goal in. Who knows what happens the rest of the way if they don't get that goal in the first minute? Hawks might have held on. That's how close and game of inches it was out there.
Paul, it's been an absolute gas working with you. I won't be on with you on Friday in Winnipeg, but just so you know, it's been a lot of fun. The WGN listeners have responded well about your work, and I know this is a dream come true for you, and I know we're going to work again in a month or so, but still, just wanted to say great job, buddy, and it's been a lot of fun working with you.
Yeah, man, you make it easy. So does the man to my right. He played injured today. He hurt his finger. I don't know. All of a sudden
That's true.
He came down gushing blood on his finger, and I'm like, what's going on?
Well, you know why that's a factor for John? Because John uses the cough button so much, so he is playing injured and I know he's probably still up there listening to him.
It was his left hand, too. He got a cute little orange Band-Aid on his finger. I'm sure the family will like that. But, yeah, it's been great. You've been awesome. John's been great. Everyone around here has been fantastic. And, I'm not done, but this has been a nice stretch for me, getting my feet wet, calling games in the National Hockey League. Couldn't ask for a better situation with my favorite hometown team growing up, and doing it with a guy that I've been listening to for a long time and respected. It is a dream come true. And, hey, I'm looking to do more. So we'll get it in Winnipeg, and then I'll be back in December, and we'll see what happens from there, but just enjoying the ride while we got it.
Yeah, again, this is not Paul Kaepernick's swan song whatsoever. This is just for the short term. This is the last time
Sorry,
he and
you're
I
going
will
to have to put up with me a little more this
That's
year.
Fine. It's welcome. Safe travels, buddy, and we'll talk to you later.
All right, thanks, Joe. Appreciate it.
That's Paul Kaepernick up at the United Center broadcast booth as the Hawks fall to the Carolina Hurricanes tonight. 4-3 the final, so the Hawks are now 0-2 against Carolina this year. Hurricanes are still undefeated. They're 9-0 as the Blackhawks fall to 1-8-2. And as Paul was mentioning, the Blackhawks had 8 minutes of power play opportunity in that third period after they had been trailing 4-3. So the opportunities were there. They just couldn't grasp it at the right time. Seth Jones and Alex DeBrincat have already talked to the media. It looks like Jeremy Colleton is about to sit down. So we're going to keep it right here for the moment, as we're hopefully going to hear from the head coach live. And he is about to sit down right now, I believe, while they're adjusting his chair. Either way, Jeremy Colleton has been a preacher of playing a full 60 minutes. And when that happened on Saturday against St. Louis, but the Hawks didn't get the results that they wanted, they were hoping that would roll over into Monday's game against Ottawa. That was the situation, as the Hawks finally broke the chain. They got their first win of the year, and then now you welcome in this very talented team in the Carolina Hurricanes. You wonder if all that can happen 3 games in a row. And as Paul mentioned, it was pretty much the case for the first 45 minutes of the game. And then the Blackhawks cough up the lead 17 seconds into the third period. A soft goal by Marc-Andre Fleury later on in that period as well. You hate to expose Marc-Andre Fleury for giving up the game-deciding goal on that type of play, because he has been so solid as of late. Coming into this game, he had stopped 69 out of his last 71 shots, And Marc-Andre Fleury, just an all-around solid goaltender, the reigning Vezina Trophy winner. You feel good when he's in between the pipes, regardless of the start that he's gotten off to, because you know he can turn it around, which he had done in those last 2 games. But unfortunately, the Blackhawks could not close out this one as they fall to the Carolina Hurricanes 4-3. I think Jeremy Colleton is still deciding whether or not he's going to sit down right now or not. So we're going to send it to a break. When we come back, we'll have Seth Jones, we'll have Alex DeBrincat, maybe even the head coach, Jeremy Colleton, but a lot to get to as the Hawks fall to Carolina tonight, 4-3 from the United Center. This is the Bitcoin of America Chicago Blackhawks post-game show on 720 WGN.